When it comes to sourcing pre-owned products, you may think they're pretty good, but the eBay scavengers have made it their full-time job. And here now with us is Ryan Hodson, co-producer of the eBay Scavengers podcast and blog. Ryan, who exactly are the eBay Scavengers?
Hey, guys. So the eBay Scavengers are two couples, me and my partner, and two other people, and we are eBay sellers who live in we both live in rural areas of the United States, and we sell stuff on eBay that we mostly find in the trash.
In the trash?
In the trash, in the waste stream of America.
Wow.
So you go into your neighbor's trash? Do you go in the dumpsters? What do you do?
All of us kind of started in sort of the DIY dumpster diving culture. And, we have always shopped at thrift stores, always gone to auctions and yard sales, and we just tried to make money doing that. So we decided to sell stuff on eBay.
When did you start?
I originally started in 1999, so I've been on eBay since 99. But I really started in 2008 when the economy crashed. My partner and I had just moved to a rural area. We live in rural Virginia, and there was just no work. I mean, we're techie people, and there just was no work. And we were thrift store shopping, and I just looked at him and said, you know what? I bet we could sell this to people. And we just started. So 2008 is when we really started to just list like crazy.
So what kind of phone line are you using right now? Are you on a cell phone?
I'm actually calling through Skype because we are actually currently on an eBay buying tour of Europe.
Really?
Europe.
Where
Oh,
are
wow.
you?
Yeah, I'm in Amsterdam.
You're going through Holland's trash as we speak.
Oh, they don't have any trash.
Absolutely. Yeah, they have very little trash. It's funny that you should say that. It's very hard to find things in the trash in Europe because they're very tight with their trash.
They are, and they're so clean. I don't know if you've ever been in any of their houses out in the countryside. Oh my gosh, they're just spotless, and you just their trash is probably clean. So how do they? So what kind of trash are you finding in Amsterdam?
Right now, I mean, to be honest, it's quite hard to find trash here. We spent actually, we used to live in New York, but we spent some time there recently. We're finding all kinds of things in the trash. I mean, trash night in New York is insane. So that's really fun. But yeah, in Europe, not so much. But we have gone to flea markets here. We tried to find auctions, but it's hard to find things like that when you don't speak the language.
We're speaking with Ryan Hodson, who's co-producer of the eBay Scavengers podcast and blog, and they're in Amsterdam right now looking through people's trash. What is the most?
Yeah. So,
what's the most interesting thing you ever found in the trash?
I'm trying to think. I mean, in New York recently, we found this gorgeous wool rug that was just beautiful, and I just could not believe that it was just sitting right outside someone's apartment, just right by the dumpster, and I cleaned it, and it's just beautiful. I mean,
is it Oriental rug?
Yes, it was like a Persian rug, which is crazy because eBay people know that, those are very expensive. So.
Well, in Amsterdam, they know their rugs, too. That's unusual.
Yes, that's true. But that was actually in New York. But we don't always get things out of the trash. But when we do, I mean, sometimes you can really find some treasures. We try to get things as cheap as possible, and sometimes they're free because they are in the trash.
Sure.
So, what is the eBay Scavengers Manifesto for getting started on eBay?
Our idea and what we try to tell people is to, find things for as cheap as possible in your area. Both the couples that are involved with eBay Scavengers, we live in a rural area, so we're always trying to find the things that are kind of unwanted by other people. And the beautiful thing about eBay is there are people all over the world who are looking for very particular things, whether it's clothing or, vintage goods for their house. And we try to find those things in unusual places where other people aren't looking for them. But also we tell people, you start a store on eBay, you list 500 things as fast as you can, put them on Buy It Now, and if they're over $30, do make an offer. And for us, the success is listing as much as possible, having a large inventory, and having lots of storage.
So how do you stay focused on all that bulk listing?
Yeah, for me, I try to set goals. I try very hard to list at least 20 items a day. And if you're trying to get up to 500 items in your store, if you do 20 things a day, you can get a large store in about a month. So that's my goal every day, is try to do 20 things.
So the other 3 people who are in this business with you, do they list as well, or are you the lister?
Right. So my partner does the photographing, so we split it up that way. So he cleans and photographs, and then I take all his information and I list from there. The other couple that we work with that lives in another part of the country, they list their own items. So when they go to a yard sale, they'll source their own items, and then they go home and they list their own items. So it's a little bit different for both couples, but we do split up the work. It's very helpful to have a partner to work with.
What part of Virginia?
We are in the Shenandoah Valley, so we're right near the Shenandoah National Park.
Beautiful, beautiful area. I'm
Yes,
from Virginia, by the way, but I'm from the coast. So
okay, yep, yes, Virginia's huge.
Yes, it is. So do you find a lot of people back in the Shenandoah Valley have maybe collectibles and antiques and things? A lot of old farmhouses.
Absolutely. Yes, you can find that stuff in abundance where we live. And a lot of people they want it out of their storage, or they want it off of their property, and, they'll sell stuff for cheap. And a lot of times if you're willing to, make a deal in bulk, you can, get a whole carload of stuff. There are also some really great yard sales too. So yeah, we find great stuff out there. More than we can handle, more than we can list.
What kind of stuff did you find in that sale in Amsterdam?
Now, what did we find? We did buy a rug. We love rugs. People love to buy rugs on eBay. What else do we find? I look for jewelry, too. I really love bakelite jewelry. That's something I've been learning a little more about recently, so I was looking for that. I was also looking for vintage clothes. Those are hard to find here, but those are the kinds of things I look for. Also in Amsterdam, in Holland, they're known for their Delft tiles. So I'm always looking for Delft tiles. They're very expensive sometimes, but sometimes you can buy them really cheap if people don't know what they are or don't know if they're old. So that's something else I've been trying to become an expert in.
So are you going to Delft?
We have not gone to Delft. I would love to go there. I've heard that there's one factory that still hand paints the tiles, so I'd love to visit if we have time.
Griff, have you ever been there?
Yes, I have been to Amsterdam twice.
I've been 3 times. I beat you by once.
Well, it's such I find it a seductive place. I want to stay because it's so bicycle friendly.
Yes. Oh, we love it. People are amazing. They just on their bicycles with 1, 2, 3 children on one bicycle. It's amazing.
Well, and everyone has a bike, and there are special divided lanes for bicycles, which is very cool.
Yes. Oh, bicycle. The people on the bicycles are king on the road. It's lovely.
Now, when you go out doing your thrifting in Holland, do you go back in the countryside, or are you just sticking to Amsterdam?
I did, yes. I went to a sale actually last weekend, and I took 2 buses and a train to get there. It was a little bit crazy, but yeah, and there was some great stuff there. But again, it's not like the United States. I find it's very different, where there's just such an abundance in the U.S. of just so much like stuff. I mean, like, we have these thrift stores that are like huge warehouses, and they just don't have that here. I mean, I don't. It's just so different.
But their living quarters per square foot are much smaller than ours, for one thing.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of room to keep stuff.
Yes, and that's what we've talked to several people who are Dutch and they're from here, and they're like, our houses are so small, our apartments are so small, we can't keep anything, we don't have storage, we don't have garages,
So how long will you be in Amsterdam?
We've been here for 4 weeks. We're actually leaving in 2 days, so we're going home soon.
Back to Virginia.
Keep up the eBay listing and shipping. So
$20 a day, does that sound a lot to you, Griff?
No, it sounds outrageously like a lot. It's a lot to do. I'm surprised you. I mean, I wouldn't have the energy to do it, but I admire your dedication.
And thank you for being dedicated enough to come on our show today, Ryan. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Ryan. This segment was brought to you by Smart Gallery from PageMage. Cross-sell exactly what you...